tiene ella de abrazarte por las noches, de acaricia tu piel cada vez que se le antoje. Es tan afortunada.
I want my Tejano TV.
Ready. Steady. Let's go. ¿Qué pasa, raza? This is your girl, Sammy Torres, and we have a fun show on the line for you guys. We got a very special guest, a good friend of mine that I got to meet finally after being Facebook friends with her forever and like seeing her whole career. But without further ado, guys, I'm going to go ahead and bring up my girl, Cristina Salinas. Fuerte aplauso.
What's up? How you doing, girl?
What up? All right,
How's
Christina.
it going?
Girl, it's busy. But you already know how it is. I mean, because not only are you an artist, but you're a DJ almost all throughout the week. And then I'm no telling what else you got going on in your life with work. But I just know I always see that you're busy, and I'm like, girl, like, how do you not get tired? You just got your wheels going all the time.
You know what? It's catching up to me. Like I woke up like I'm sick. Right now I'm on cough syrup and like my throat spray, and I have work tonight. So I'm working at 10 o'clock in Westlaco tonight. So it catches up to you. You have to have some time for yourself. But right now, I'm not complaining about work, but I'm booked through till next year, which I'm very blessed and grateful for. Pero no puedo las desveladas, like. Like it catches up to you. You need your beauty sleep.
That ain't no lie. I sleep any chance I get because I'm just like, Wes. Ugh. And I'm newer to the industry, so I only started as an artist about 2 years ago. And so of course, I got to have that experience of being on the roadie aspect of things, but it's a whole other thing when you're like in the like have a band and you're trying doing booking and marketing and everything else. I didn't like I thought, oh yeah, la di da, I'm gonna get in it. It's gonna be fun. Like that's all it is. And now, yeah, tengo mucho trabajo, and I'm like, well, that's not right.
Yeah, because you're not only having to worry about yourself, you have to worry about your entire team. Like you have to make sure, you have your transportation, that's like reliable. You have to make sure your contracts are signed, get your deposits in,
Nobody's
and then pay
fighting.
your music. Yeah, make sure everybody's getting along, everyone's egos are in check, what I'm saying? You have to make sure, and it's a lot more responsibility, there's nothing wrong with it. You just have to make sure that when you're going to get into something like that, you have your big girl panties on, like, because
Eso es
it
la
comes with a lot of
verdad.
responsibilities. It really does.
You ain't
Sí,
never lied.
yo por eso me quedo yo aquí in my little pond with my little DJ world. I'm just like, no, you know what? I've been a part of it. I've been very blessed to be able to be a part of it, to get a taste of it, to see if it's something that I really do want to invest in or dabble in. But no, it's como te digo, like it takes a lot of patience. It takes a lot of patience. It takes a lot of patience, to do all that stuff. Pero yeah, I said patience like 3 times. But no, and like it's a big responsibility, basically,
Girl,
not
and
only for
no,
yourself but for your team.
I'm gonna tell you that nobody like tells you about like what a sickness being in music is, because once you're in,
Yeah,
yeah, es todo. You can't. It's like you cannot escape it. Like you're like, maybe I'll give it up, but then you can't because you just like you start to yearn for, being on stage and singing your heart out and being around your musicians, and
yeah.
it's una familia. And so with that being said, you recently did Elle's farewell tour, which I only got to
Mhm.
do one of the gigs for merch that for this past year. But you got to be on the road like 24/7 with them. And I was just like, girl, like I don't know how you've done it, but you're used to the life because you not only did you tour with Jimmy, but you also toured with who else was it? I know there's one other I'm missing. You toured with
I've done with several people, but like longer term, it was, well, of course, Jimmy. I was with Jimmy for about 8 years, so you
wow.
know, and it's you're in an environment that's male dominated. You know, like it's so you have to have a thick skin for things like that because also, with Elida, it was so different. It was because you have her on the road. You
Full
have,
power.
we had Miss Myra D. Yeah, like so you had at least, just another female to interact with. Like with Jimmy, was he had his wife, but that was his wife. She was with him. Se recogían ya la noche. Like, they go to, like, they had their own privacy and stuff. It's totally different as opposed to like when we would all share rooms. Like me and Myra would share room and stuff. So that I had that mama bear experience, with them, and big sister experience with them. ¿Me entiendes? To where they they nurtured, they took care of that girl power, that you need on the road. Because when you're just the only girl, nombre, sales con chest hair, ya te sale the mustache. You start looking like one of the guys. I'm serious.
You stop caring how your hair looks and stuff.
You start like my mustache is already grown, my beard. But no,
No
I
way.
mean it's two totally different tour life experiences. I'm gonna tell you that. I'm not
Um,
saying one was better than the other. I cannot compare. You know, you
I'm gonna.
can't
I will
compare,
say that
and it was
Elida,
a great experience on both ends.
I'll say that the Elida, she makes you very, very comfortable when you're working with her, and
Oh,
so
definitely.
I got like for me, I got to help with West Texas gigs sometimes, and I did a couple in San Antonio with them. But I've been doing it since I was 18. So merch, you tell me to sell something, yeah, it's gone. I'll sell it, and I'm in people's faces too.
You're like sold.
I'm like, hey, have you your drink's
You
looking a
have, you
little
kind of have to
warm.
be.
You want a koozie?
Yeah.
I'm like, so that
Yeah,
was
no, you have to be on top of that.
but it was kind of a cool thing because I got to see how she dressed, how she interacted with people. I was an observer because I knew that eventually I was going to want to pursue a career of my own. And so it kind of, I mean, when I was a little girl, I mean, I never in my life thought I was going to ever get to meet all the people that I've met over my life. And especially not Elida, because I was like, when I was 14, I picked up my first guitar and I think I learned the duele. And I never thought I would meet her, let alone get to work with her and see her in action and see her in her tights and her t-shirts whenever she was before the gig.
Yeah.
And I mean, she always looked beautiful regardless. And so I was just like, wow. And then I finally, oh my gosh, I've been waiting for to meet you forever. And so
It's
finally,
been some time. It's
I'm
been some time
telling
because
you.
we've never had the opportunity because either you have a gig, I have a gig, I'm in one area, you're in another area, or we just happen just to miss each other. So, and it
Finally.
happens. It happens. It happens, and they're like, "Oh my God, we finally get to meet each other." I'm like, "Yes."
What,
It's when it
25
actually
years?
happens, it's always amazing.
Girl, I'm
So
telling
what?
you. I said it took like 25 years. No,
Almost, man.
no,
No, no, no. 25. Are you serious?
no.
Maybe. No, like right? Maybe.
No.
No.
Hey, you know what? My downfall is that when I meet people, I click with everybody so easily because I love everyone. And so sometimes they'll be like, "Oh yeah, I've known Sammy for years," and I'm like, "We only met a year ago." And then,
But it feels like that. That's ese sentimiento que, like, the feeling that you give to people that they've already known, like we, oh my God, like we've known each other for like years and we haven't. But that's the moment. That's lo que you. Hey, what's the correct term? Es lo que demuestras. Like that's how the feeling that you give off. There you go.
Uh, hey, you know what
Don't
my
listen to me,
girls,
because I am on cough syrup, girl. Mira como tengo yo las ahorita en las ojeras.
oh
I'm on
my
freaking cough
God,
syrup.
girl.
No sé qué fregados me entró, pero from one day to the next, girl, like con un poquito de like some congestion, and I'm like, oh, it's too hot to be feeling sick.
Oh, that ain't no lie. Oh my gosh. It's
It's too hot to be feeling sick.
it's been like 103 here in West Texas, here in Lubbock. Oh my
A
gosh.
ver qué dice. My car says it's 99 over here.
Golly.
99.
But the heat's
And I'm under
different
the
in
shade.
the 956. It is. It's a
Oh
lot
yeah,
different because you guys
it's
got
horrible.
humidity. And I'm never prepared for that. Anytime I'm down in that area, I'm like, whew. I need my dry
Yeah,
heat.
yeah. And you know
No.
what? When we go up there, it's just like it's different. We feel the same way. It's just like, man, but I don't know. I would prefer the dry heat. I don't know. Sorry.
It's, you know what it
I
is?
prefer the dry heat.
It's because it messes when you're in the humid, like it goes into your sinuses.
Sinuses.
And so
Mhm.
it's like living with it's like living with the humidifier when you're walking around. And so when you're here in West Texas, it's dry and you don't worry about that. But there are people that get like bloody noses because of the dry heat because they're so used to having
Yeah,
humidity in
because
their.
está todo reseco. Yeah,
Hmm.
but you can always lubricate yourself. Like I know it sounds bad, but you can always lubricate yourself as opposed to always being like on those like just constantly with the drip. So I'm just saying you can always just lubricate yourself.
So, okay, I gotta ask you because one of the things I like to do is ask musicians a little bit about their craft, like how they prepare, how they, any stuff like that. So, cuando eres ronca, así, like when you're feeling that way, right? And you got a gig and you just cannot cancel it. How do you prepare? What do you do? I mean, what's Cristina Salinas' secret to getting up there and killing it?
Okay, so usually, like let's say for example, if I have a gig where they actually they require for me to actually sing a couple of songs, because since I DJ, a lot of the times I'm hired to play music for them, right? To accommodate to that. But then I'm also hired to sometimes sing. So if I have to sing, my goal is to try not to speak as much,
Mm,
because your speaking voice is what actually can affect your actual singing voice. For example, Michael Jackson's like the perfect example. That's why he would talk like this. He would
uh-uh.
talk with his voice real like that. Yeah, like that was not his natural voice. That was not his natural speaking voice. So he would actually talk like this because his, vocal range was very high. And when, como si ahorita, like, los que me conocen saben que estoy un poco ronca. Like, you could hear it. Like, I have the deeper, I can hear myself. Pero, like, when it comes to it, I try not to speak at all. And no dairy for sure, no chocolate. I try my best to like at least consume some hot teas and do a light warm up, a very very light warm up that's not gonna mess up. Because basically, like if you have you're hoarse or you have like a sore throat, it's like when you cut yourself and it's healing and it becomes a scab, right? Like it
Yeah,
becomes a scab. So that's what's
it's
happening in
ronca.
your throat. So let's say every time you sing or you talk, what are you doing to it? You're picking at that scab.
I
You
didn't
keep
think of it
picking
like
at.
that.
And let's say, okay, well, you drink a tequila to, okay, yeah, you can. That's like you rubbing alcohol on your scab.
Howie.
So what does it do? It starts forming a callus, and that's how you start getting like your like those vocal nodules and scar tissue in your vocals. So when you have like a sore throat, it's recommended for you just to like you're gonna have to speak. But that's what I do. Other times, if I'm not really
Oh
prepared,
wow.
I just really just go for it raw, and that's not good either. So, but yeah, just like that, just some natural lubricant, which is your teas. Again, no dairy, no chocolate. If you have a sore throat, try not to drink as much alcohol because it'll help for that split second, but it's basically you're putting rubbing alcohol on a very fresh wound and you're burning that layer of your throat. So
You
it
know what
helps to
messed
not
me
do that.
up when I started, because I had lost my voice for a whole year because of nodes. And it was stupid too
Uh-huh.
because I didn't even get to pursue my career yet when I lost my voice and I couldn't even sing a low note. So when I started getting back into singing again, I got scared. And so anytime my voice would feel weird or anything, I would chug Dayquil. And it made it feel good enough to where I could do it. And then finally, I have the best, drill sergeant musician in my life right now. And his name's Chris. And Chris is the one that was like, you better stop doing that. You're basically putting a band-aid on your voice. You need to build up
Hmm.
your muscles there. And I was like, but I'm gonna sound crappy. Like, and so he pushed me to do
It's
that.
better to sound it's better to sound crappy even for that little moment than for it to be a permanent sound for you.
Yeah,
Does that make
that's
sense?
true. And it was hard. Like I would
Because
get
you're damaging
so,
it.
and I'm still not like to me, like I'm still not fully confident yet when I'm on stage because I still have that little birdie on my ear that's like, don't crack, don't get off don't get off tempo, don't sing the wrong note, or I get a little bit anxious about it. I know I need to just tell them, hey, quítate but it's hard, like you're kind of like, man, but I mean, I've gotten a little bit more confident to where, I'm where I need to be so far, but I got a lot to learn. And I think you never stop learning.
Yeah.
When there's people that are
Mhm.
like, talking about they're better this or better that, or they start getting it into their head that they're done learning. I think that's really when people begin to fail. Oh, Christina froze on my end. Tina, real quick, guys, I'm going to give a couple of shout outs to, of course, Tejano Television, West Texas Tejano Explosion, Tejano 806, Alberto with Camila y Vela Divas. We got Demas says he's going to, hello from La Misa. Um, Keith Leal, shout out to our boy Keith. We got Ricky. Ricky says he's excited to see us in. Oh no, Ricky said never let anyone let us down. Shout out to Johnny Menes in the house. The pops of the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Chris Calderon. We got Elsie Rivera Colon in the house. Shout out to, Demas says that he can't wait to see us in Seagraves. Savannah, my girl, love you. Big shout out to Savannah Votion. Y'all be sure to go and check out her new music as well, and her very steamy, might I add, videos because she has this cute top and the little cowboy hat, and she's looking real cute. Love her. And then, of course, shout out to Rick Salazar from Production and Sound Rental. Our boy, we got Miss Vicky V, Victorious Promotions in the house. I'm just waiting to get Christina back on. It looks like she had a little bit of a technical difficulty, so she'll be joining us back here in a minute if all goes well. And shout out to my girl Annette, always tuning in, always supporting. So, guys, while we're waiting for Christina, does anyone have any questions that they want to ask her? If so, be sure to put it in the comments. And of course, for the shout outs, y'all be sure to let me know. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and, as I'm waiting for Christina to come back on, I'm going to go ahead and talk to y'all about something really cool going down here in Lubbock, Texas. We have Cloud9 and Ralph's Records. They put together something called the Hub City Music Coalition. It's going to be happening at the Spirit Ranch. I already have my table there. Tables are only $20. If you are a podcast host, a radio station, a musician, You have equipment to sell or swap with other musicians. It don't matter what genre you're in. Be sure to make your way out and call that number there on the screen, and talk to Chuck and get you your table reserved for September 20th between 1 and 4 p.m. It's going to be a great, great event, a great way to unite all of the local music scene here in the West Texas area. So again, y'all be sure to tune into that. And as we wait for Cristina to return, si Dios quiere, we got my girl Gigi La Chicana Guerrero tuning in. Gigi is one of my sisters from Tejano Television, so y'all be sure to check out her show as well, out of Mission, Texas. That's right, girl. And we just hit a pretty big milestone with Tejano Television. Cristina, by the way, guys, Cristina is a karaoke DJ as well, and she sings professionally. So she looks like on Tuesday she's going to be at the Dive. Same thing on Wednesday for karaoke. Tuesday though is live band karaoke. So if you guys are in that area, y'all be sure to go and check her out and go and get your sang on. And then, of course, it looks like she's going to be at Crisp Gallery on Thursday. She's going to be at Senor Varvas. And on Friday, we got... she's going to be at a golf fundraiser event Saturday. Wowza. And then Sunday, she's going to be at the Dive again for karaoke night. So y'all be sure to go out there and catch her there at those shows. Let's see. We got some more comments that are coming in. Let's see what we got here. Oh, it's my girl Cameron. Guys, there's a band here in Lubbock, Texas called Flashback LBK. Y'all be sure to go and follow and like them. They sing all of your favorite 80s hits. And anyone who knows me knows that I love my 80s. So y'all be sure to hit her up. Let me see if... Oh, Christina's phone died. She just texted me. Let's see. We'll see if we can get her at least on the phone and see if we can get her on here live again. At least we got to see her on screen for a little while. We got Joe Danica Salazar. Okay, guys. Oh man. Okay, so it looks like Cristina isn't gonna be able to come back on for a little while. Her phone is at 1%, guys. So unfortunately, she won't be back on. But I'm gonna show y'all a music video, and while I'm doing that, we might be back with a surprise guest. We'll see what happens. In the meantime, here is a video. And y'all already know what to do, gente. Y'all be sure to share it as it goes. And here is Cristina with a portion of her tribute to Jimmy, who she got to be on this road with for a while, Jimmy Gonzalez y Grupo Mazz, and she won the Grammy with on Domingo Live.
Nada, perdóname. Anoche entre sus brazos me sentí realmente enamorada. No digas nada, perdóname. Anoche este es un juego entre los dos. Te juro que esta vez me enamoré como nunca y yo me enamoré. Amiga mía, sé que estoy quitándote el nombre de tu vida. Amiga mía, sé que estoy matándote y es lenta tu agonía. Amiga mía, qué difícil es decirte amiga ahora. Amiga mía, lo amo tanto, sé que él a mí también me adora. Para ti sé que soy la gran culpable entre los dos. Compréndelo, de ustedes terminó antes que llegara yo. Amiga mía, sé que estoy quitándote el nombre de tu vida. Amiga mía, sé que estoy matándote y es lenta tu agonía. Amiga mía, qué difícil es decirte amiga ahora. Amiga mía, lo amo tanto, sé que él a mí también me adora. Amiga mía, sé que estoy quitándote el nombre de tu vida. Amiga mía, sé que estoy matándote y es lenta tu agonía. Oh, amiga mía, qué difícil es decirte amiga ahora. Amiga mía, lo amo tanto, sé que él a mí también me adora. Oh, amiga, perdona. Oh, amiga, perdona.
Oh yeah, and here's another video with Cristina singing again as we look for a little extra guest to fill in the meantime.
Qué suerte tiene ella de abrazarte por las noches, de acaricia tu piel cada vez que se le antoje. Es tan afortunada, pero no se ha dado cuenta. Llevarte de la mano, eso no lo hace cualquiera. Se mira tan bien juntos, se les nota la actitud. A ti nada te falta, pero a mí me faltas tú. El ojo de tenerte, ese nunca se me dio. Tal vez me faltó suerte o tal vez no quiso Dios. Siempre te vi tan lejos, así como la luna. El ojo de tenerte no me toca en esta vida. Yo siempre voy a verte como el amor de mi vida. Ese que tiene tus besos seguirá siendo la idiota a la que más le tengo envidia. tiene tus besos, seguirá siendo la idiota a la que más le tengo envidia. Se miran también juntos, se les nota la actitud. A ti nada te falta, pero a mí me faltas tú.
Looking to plan an event? Look no further than Salazar Promotions and Sound Rental, a full-service event planning company offering DJ services and Code Spark rentals, fun with robots and big heads, hype man services and party bus rentals, LED screen rentals, event decorating services, and your choice of 3 venues. And now offering professional photography, choreography, and sound rental. Need a band for your event? Let us book for you. We have norteño bands such as Eddie Moreno, Los Brillantes de Chihuahua, y La Terminal Norteña, and many more. And now providing you with Tejano and Conjunto bands such as Mi Tequila, Los Pibes, Sammy Torres in the New Image, Conjunto 87, and Rick Molina y Estilo Suave.
Yeah!
Salazar Sound Rental and Promotions, where the party never ends and the deals never stop. Package deals available at 432-209-1797. All right, mi gente. Well, unfortunately, Christina's phone is at 1% and she will not be able to join us back on the show today. So in the meantime, guys, I'm just going to let y'all know that we are super excited, well, at least Sammy Torres in the New Image, because we have quite a few things coming up here this month. This month we are going to be performing at not 1, not 2, but 3 Jamaicas, and I'm really, really pumped for that. So, you know, y'all be sure to be on the lookout. We're going to be out in, we're going to start our day on August 22nd in Seagraves, Texas, at their annual Jamaica. Shortly after that, we will be at the at Slayton later that evening in Slayton, Texas. That's right. And then the next day, the 23rd, we are going to be in Littlefield. And I'm really, really happy for Slayton because they had actually had it had been broken into not long ago. And there were some items stolen from the church. And I recently got word that that stuff was returned. So what a blessing that was, because, you know, I just can imagine what that is like for those to be stolen from the church. But real quick, guys, I'm going to show y'all a little commercial for that as well, and then hey, let's just talk a little bit. I mean, why not? If you have questions for me or anything like that, y'all be sure to send them in, and I will answer anything you have to ask. I am at your will. And here's a little commercial for our upcoming events. Oh yeah, baby. So we'll be out at Seagrave, Slayton, and Littlefield all in 2 days. We'll be doing those. So y'all be sure to come check out Semitores and the new image. And we will be out there. I should have a little bit of merch out there as well. And then next month in September, we will be at Eastern New Mexico University for our first out of state headlining debut at their Hispanic Heritage Celebration. So, all right, gente. Well, our time is run a little bit short, but sorry for such a short show today, guys. Things happen out of our control. Um, let's see, what do we got here? What is the usual set list for you, Sammy? So you'd be surprised, but we actually have 3 hours worth of music that we've already practiced as a band. We do a little bit of funk, we do some country, of course, a lot of Tejano music, and then we throw in a little bit of conjunto flavor in there, which is really cool because we were once joined on stage with by former hometown boy Steven Martinez, and at one point we had former hometown boy Danny Rodriguez on the drums with us for a little while, so that was really cool. It's really nice to see that, we as musicians all help each other out. We all kind of help. But, I throw in a little bit of Shelly, a little bit of Elida, obviously. I throw in some Gretchen Wilson, not at the church events, though, because those have the words hell yeah and here for the party in it. And so I try to avoid anything with like any type of bad words. I really don't like to cuss out in public or anything like that. Not to say I don't have a potty mouth whenever I'm around fellow soldiers and things like that, but I try to keep it on, all together. But ultimately, guys, we are super blessed because we are booked until January. We did delay the release of Dame Tu Calor a little bit because we are getting a music video ready for you guys, and we're super duper duper pumped to show y'all what we have to put together. Which big shout out to Tejano Nation that's been covering our entire journey since I started back in 2024 and released Capturada. Which is what this show is all named after, which is, been such a big blessing. So shout out to Tejano Television again. Shout out to Tejano 806 because one of their founders, Dimas Garcia, is who this entire show is dedicated to. Let's see. We got a question coming in from my girl Cameron Cruz of Flashback LBK. So by the way, guys, again, they are a band here in Lubbock, Texas. They play a lot of 80s hits, which is my favorite. And Cameron has a very, very powerful voice. But she says, what is one of the biggest challenges I've faced as a rising artist? I would say there were some things that I wasn't prepared for. When you get into it, it's, I think it's kind of, I don't really like to focus on who doesn't support. I like to focus more on who does. And, that's one of the biggest things is a lot of artists let it get them down when certain people won't support them or don't share their stuff or don't like their stuff. And to me, it's more important to focus on the people that do go out to your gigs and buy your merchandise and share your story and speak of you and show you love. And so, that was kind of a challenge for me at first because I love everybody, so I get disappointed very easily. But ultimately, it was a learning process, and I'm really glad that I'm surrounded by so many great friends and mentors, that are very successful, and I'm just honored to have them all in my life and to be a part of my journey. But I'm always that, and I think that another challenge, of course, is for me is just getting used to the idea of people randomly walking up to you. Which I'm friends with everybody. Anyone that walks up to me, they're going to be my best friend immediately because I love them. But what I wasn't prepared for was, I like I'd be at a gas station and I look like a complete scrub. My hair's all messed up, no makeup, sweatpants. I think I had a hole in my sweatpants. And I had this gentleman walk up and he was dressed really nice and he was like, Sammy. And I was like, hey. And, I'm thinking this might be a friend or a family member. And oh my gosh, it was someone that had seen me perform. And they told me they were a fan of mine and they wanted a picture. And so I signed a dollar bill for them and we took a picture together. And it was really funny because at the end of it all, it looked like he was giving a homeless woman a dollar bill, and she was really happy about it. And I was the homeless woman. so, so word of advice to any rising artists: make sure you don't go out looking like a scrub because it can end very, very hilariously. But ultimately, Cameron, you are doing a phenomenal job. You just keep pushing, keep driving. Hopefully, I see y'all at the Music Coalition on the 20th. Again, guys, if you're a DJ, a podcast host, a radio station, anyone in any genre, if you have friends in different genres, y'all be sure to let them know about the Music Coalition that's going to be happening on September 20th here in Lubbock. Again, I'm going to bring that up one more time before I end the show. And just a reminder that you can call that number right there. I believe it's 806-441-2574. That goes to Chuck Brown. He is the one that's organizing the event. And your girl will be out there with the table and some merchandise and maybe an instrument to exchange. So y'all be sure to head out there and be a part of the Hub City Music Coalition because it's going to be a blast. And other than that, guys, we got a lot of exciting things coming up next week on the Capturada Show. Let's see who we got for us this coming week. Let's pull that up real quick for you guys. All right, it looks like, yay! Next week, guys, next Thursday. I think it's next week. Hold on, let me find that one more time, guys. Next Thursday, we have my good friend Anthony is going to be on the show with his new band, talking about their endeavors and things that they're working on. And so I will be super pumped to have Anthony de la Garza on. And so he'll be on here next Thursday. And then the following Thursday is Conjunto Cats. But all in all, Sammy is always going to be putting her friends out there on the show. And guys, if you haven't been on the show and you want to be on the show, y'all be sure to hit me up. And I will see if I can squeeze y'all in. I probably won't be able to this year. But next year, I'm already going to start booking some bands for next year. So if you have a project or you have anything that you need help pushing, or if you have anything that you just need in general for promotion, be sure to hit your girl up because I also do graphic design. All right, guys. Well, that's going to be the Capturada Show. I'm going to go ahead and play one of Christina's videos again for y'all as we get out. And again, big shout out to Cristina Salinas for joining us here on the Capturada Show.
No digas nada, perdóname. Anoche entre sus brazos